Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Jesus and We. If you are watching me for the first time, thank you for clicking on my video. Please do not forget to subscribe and support the channel. We all know the story of David and Goliath. I think we would have heard it many times. It is a very strong cinematic story, I would say, because in the beginning I even wondered if this was true or not. How can a shepherd boy go and stand in front of a giant was something that I could never understand. But it gave me a lot of courage, and when I started reading the Bible more, every time I read the story of David and Goliath, God spoke to me in a different way. And this time I had something beautiful that God speak to me about, and I wanted to share that with you guys. If you have not read the story of David and Goliath, you should. It's in 1 Samuel chapter 17. Please read the story, and it will really encourage us all to face our battles in the right way. So we see that David goes and tells Saul, who is this uncircumcised person coming and standing against the Israelites? Does he even know who we serve? And Saul is like, okay, how can you fight? You're such a small boy. I mean, you're a shepherd. And he says, no, I have defeated a lion, I have killed a bear. Who is this Goliath? He's just equal to them. I like the way he actually saw all his battles equal, the strength of a lion cannot be compared to the strength of a bear, and then not, of course, to the strength of a human being, Goliath. It's all different. But he didn't see the size or the strength of his battle, but he saw his big God. And Saul said to David, go and the Lord be with you. Then Saul dressed David in his own tunic. He put a coat of armor on him and a bronze helmet on his head. Can you imagine? We all know that Saul is tall and David was a young man. He must have been definitely short, because the Bible says that Saul was a feet taller than everyone. So imagine wearing clothes of someone who is larger than you. You will be completely lost in that. You cannot even find where your hand is, and you cannot even move. You might trip and fall. David fastened on his sword over the tunic and tried walking around, because he was not used to them. So he's trying to walk around. So he's trying to check, okay, so will I be able to at least walk with this on me? And immediately he says, I cannot go in this, he said to Saul, because I am not used to them. So he took them off. Then he took his staff in his hand, chose 5 smooth stones from the stream, put them in the pouch of his shepherd's bag, and with a sling in his hand approached the Philistine. We see here that everything that he's carrying, be it the stones, be it the staff, and be it his shepherd's bag, everything are a possession of a shepherd. Not one was something that a soldier would carry or a person in the military would carry. He just throws everything off, which was given by Saul and his people. If it happens in real life, we'll be like, are you a fool? You're going into the battlefield, you're going to carry 5 stones, a staff in your hand. Are you going to chase away dogs or cats on the road? That's how the people of this world would talk. And here God spoke to me, and he told me that if we are going to approach our enemy the same way he approaches us, then it's going to be a total failure. Because that's not how God works. That's not who David was. David was a shepherd boy. He was not a soldier like Goliath. Who are you? Who am I? And how are we supposed to approach our battles? How are we supposed to face our battles? Genesis says that we are made in the image of God. And I know we keep saying this many times, and starting from Sunday class to big sermons, we keep saying this many times. But if there is an argument at home, do you remember that sentence? Do you remember that you are made in the image of God? When you have a fight in your office, do you remember that you are made in the image of God? Because many times when Goliath is coming towards us with a sword, we also take a sword. When someone says a word, we also say a word behind. When someone scolds us, we do the same. If someone gossips about us, we do the same. See, we are approaching our Goliath the same way he's approaching us, but David did not do that. And that's what God spoke to me. He said, you cannot clothe yourself with the clothing of Saul, with what the world is advising you. They may say, be wise, man. This is how you need to get your job done. This is how you need to pass your exam. This is how you need to get married. This is how the world is doing. But God is telling, no, that is not who you are called to be. That is not who you are. You are my chosen people. You are mine. I have created you in my image. And my image is not the image of this world. All we need to take to the battlefield, is just go as yourself and take these 5 smooth stones. And these 5 stones are in Colossians chapter 3 verse 12. Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved. Clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. There is no difference between Goliath and David if you're going to dress up as Goliath. Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, that's who we are. Being a shepherd was who David was, and that's how he went. Who are we? We are God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved. This is how we need to go into the battlefield. Just be this way. That's it. Remember that. And we just need to carry these things: compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Face all your battles with just these 5 stones, and we can easily knock down our Goliath. I hope you guys found this helpful. Please do like and share. I will meet you all in my next video. This is me, Shalina, signing off. Bye.